Hello and welcome to a week in my life. Today is Sunday, which is when the week starts in Israel, so I'm starting the video on Sunday. Sundays I have Ulpan. Today's actually the last day, so I went early so I could speak to the head person and ask her for a completion certificate, which I have now. But then today's the last day and we're doing a class party and I totally forgot what I was supposed to bring. I'm bringing watermelon. Thankfully, I just moved and live a 5-minute walk from Ulpan. So I'll only be 10 minutes late, which honestly the teacher's usually a few minutes late anyway. So that's okay. I'm actually really sad Ulpan is ending. I've learned a lot of Hebrew. It was 8 hours of Hebrew a week. So it was twice a week for 4.5 hours, then half an hour break. So that's why I said 8. Kind of sad. And I like the people. Everyone's old. Mission accomplished. The watermelon has been acquired. I was saying that everyone in my Ulpan is old, decades older than me. Decades. The grandchildren, great-grandchildren. What's really cute is I've been to 2 of them for Shabbat meals. One, her daughter, she was there. I think I'm gonna do a video of only in Israel stories, because I feel like only in Israel you go to random people for Shabbat meals. I mean, they're not random, I'm in class with them twice a week. But anyway, let's go to the party. So I needed Tovel, some things that I bought. And it took a while to find this mikvah. It's really a convoluted location, but I found it. They look like this in Israel. Not as fancy as in America, but they do the job. I'm on the way to meet a friend. We're going to a Rodgers and Hammerstein cabaret. So there's a place called the Yellow Submarine. They do theater stuff and they're doing a show with people performing different songs from Rodgers and Hammerstein's musicals.
And I don't give a damn what he does, as long as he does what he likes. Who may see a stranger across.
Good morning. I'm on my way to a friend's apartment who is moving, but she's in America. So I'm gonna go make sure the mover takes what he's supposed to take, doesn't take what he's not supposed to take, make sure the painter knows what he has to paint. And yeah, I made iced tea in this cup. Cup is cute, but it's 20 shekel, so it cracked once I dropped it. It is what it is. As always, it is hot. And yeah, stick along for my day. So I stayed at my friend's house much longer than I thought, but whatever, it is what it is. And now I'm walking to the bus to go to Hebrew U. I'm getting my master's at Hebrew U. Today's actually the last day of our spring semester, so I'm going in a little bit early because they're doing a grad school end of semester party, but I'm running late because it's currently 11:50 and the party's at 12. It takes I don't know, half an hour to get there, but it is what it is. Hopefully I make it for some of it. I am heading to my friend's Aliyah party. She's been living in Israel for at least 2 years, maybe more, but she had a lot of drama making Aliyah and finally made Aliyah, I think 2 weeks ago, so the party is tonight and I'm going to that now. She made a dartboard with the names of all of the offices she had to go to through this process, and if you've ever made Aliyah, you know the feeling. I don't know if this place is new or I just don't go to Tachana Rishona a lot, but I recently discovered a few weeks ago this bubble tea place, Mahadrin. It's a good hechsher bubble tea place in Tachana Rishona. So I got bubble tea. I would have filmed more of Tachana Rishona, but I was on the phone with my mom. So I did it. Anyway, I'm enjoying this. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna walk home, probably call some people. I'm on my way to Mizrad Klita Aliyah, the Ministry of Absorption and Aliyah. because last week I got a phone call that I need to talk to them. I don't really know about what. So we'll figure, like something about the student authority and like my tuition. I don't really know what about, so we'll see. I was doing schoolwork and slowly started feeling that I was not being as productive as I had been. I was like, okay, I think it's time to call it a day. I'm gonna go shopping. My cousin wants a Star of David from Israel. My family friend wants this thing called a sem skirt. It's like a black skirt that everyone wears, and I have someone visiting from America, so I'm gonna send all that stuff with her, so I need to go get it. I was walking past a bakery that I really like, and I was like, I want a treat. So I got one. They're macaroons. One is raspberry, one is pistachio. Sorry, remembering the English. And I've never had macaroons from there, so I'm excited. I am off to the Shuk to get a few things that I need to make some meals for the next few days. It's really not a lot. This isn't like a big shopping trip. I think I need cucumbers, honey, peaches. That might be it. Earlier today, I broke a small glass drinking cup, so I went to the store to buy a new one, like a glass this big. And it took me like a few seconds to kind of understand what the store owner was saying, but he was like, this is a small cup, and I was like, yes, I know. And he goes, I give you a bracha that soon you should be buying a small cup to break under your chuppah. Just Israel things. I am on my way to Beit Shemesh for El L'chaim, an engagement party, and a bat mitzvah. The L'chaim, I actually set up the couple. I knew both of them, not well, but whatever, I just thought it would be a good idea. And they're engaged. And then the bat mitzvah is for my Ulpan teacher's daughter. And she invited everyone, and I was like, why not? Sounds fun. Good way to practice my Hebrew. I feel like it's an only in Israel story. What else am I gonna go to a Moroccan, Israeli, Haredi bat mitzvah? So let's see what happens. So I got a bit lost. I got on, not the wrong bus. I knew it wasn't the right number, but it just took longer. And I'm a little confused where to go, but I hear singing. So I'm gonna go there and see if that's where the engagement party is. I was only at the engagement party for 10 minutes. I don't know if you can still hear the singing, because I'm running to this bar mitzvah. It started at 8 and it's 8:38. Granted, I know it's running late, but I'm just like anal on time. So even like I can't be so late, even though I was an hour and a half late to this engagement party because it started at 7, but I knew that's the vibe for engagement parties. Anyway, I came at a good time because they were doing the kinyan, which is something with an object. Honestly, I'm not really sure the halachic significance. I should look into that because I'm just curious. And then the moms broke the plate. I don't know why they break the plate, and they did it right in front of me, and they just like had it in a plastic bag and dropped it, and it really startled me. Anyway, on to the bat mitzvah. This is the week of watermelon, which feels ironic in this climate, but anyway, I'm going to the Shuk to buy yet another watermelon to bring to a barbecue tonight. Gonna cut that up. Then I have a meeting with my classmates and we want to plan like end of year stuff. So we're gonna have our first Zoom meeting to plan that. Then we'll see what happens the rest of the day. The Orthodox family that worked for Hillel when I was in college made Aliyah last week, and they moved to Modi'in, which is a city in like central Israel. So I'm in Modi'in now. I'm gonna go hang out with them, help with their kids, chill. Yeah, I just wanted to see them. It's cool because a lot of streets in Israel or neighborhoods in Israel, the street names have a theme. So either the 12 tribes is common, or right now I'm in a neighborhood where all the streets are named after prophets. I'm walking to my bus to go back to Jerusalem. Kids are really cute. We played with water guns and obviously it sprayed me. My hair like just dried. Once I get to Jerusalem, I'm gonna run home, grab the watermelon that I cut up, and then go to the barbecue. I think the most off-brand thing about Israelis is that they don't jaywalk. They only cross the street when the light is green. And you know the person is probably not Israeli if they like just look both ways, no cars are coming, and they cross the street even if it's at a red light. Good morning, happy Friday. I am home for Shabbat, so I'm kind of just staying to the area, running errands. Right now I'm going to a really yummy French cafe to meet a friend, and we're gonna learn Tanya together, which is the like magnum opus of Chabad Hasidic philosophy. So I'm excited about that. And then just, you know, running errands, getting ready for Shabbat. One of my friends from school is coming. That's my fault. Being in Israel in the summer means you just run into everyone ever. At the same time, I ran into a friend from college. I ran into one of my Ulpan teachers. So obviously the Ulpan teacher, less surprising because I know he lives in Jerusalem. But like this friend I didn't know was in Israel. So you just see everyone ever in Israel. I've done my Shabbos shopping, except grape juice, but I'll get that later. And I also bought a blender because mine broke. So let's go total it. So I thought I was done with all my shopping. I was so happy because it's really hot. It's 92 degrees right now, if you can see by the red on my face. I was like, hey, like I need challah. So I went to get challah for me, and I was like, shoot, my friend is gluten-free. So I went to the gluten-free bakery to get her challah, and I was like, wow, this is really annoying. And then I ran into someone who I like knew peripherally, but then met at a meal last Shabbos. She's like, hey, do you have plans for lunch? I was like, oh, like my friend and I were just gonna eat together. And she's like, okay, just come to me. And I was like, really, are you sure? She's like, yeah. And I was like, what can I bring? She's like, nothing. I'm like, no, I need to bring something. Like, I have challah in the freezer. I was already gonna make a salad. She's like, okay, sounds good. So, you know, what time is it? 2 o'clock, 5 hours before Shabbat, made lunch plans. Thanks for watching my video. As always, if you have questions, leave them down below. Thanks for watching.